Yeah, there's one thing. After every 6 hours, I need to change the engine oil and all.
After a week, 6 hours.
Every 6 hours.
We have Bhavin over here, and he owns a limited edition KTM 450. So, Bhavin, welcome to my channel.
Thank you.
And obviously, this is not your first bike. You must have upgraded from an Impulse to a bike like this. So, could you just help us briefly with reference to your journey from a 150 to a 450?
I started my riding career with an RX, I mean RX 100. I used to go to Airoli for practices and all. This is 2003-4 that time.
Okay.
So that time we didn't had all these knobby tires and all. So there were lots and lots of problems we used to face
You're
with regards to the tires.
Early 2000s.
Yes, 2003-4.
2003-4.
So how we used to get the motocross tires was any events happening, proper national event happening, the MRF used to send their tires and we used to buy from there.
Okay.
So that's how we used to manage. But I started practicing on the stock tires.
Okay.
So from RX and then later on Impulse came into the market. So we switched. Everybody switched to Impulse. Impulse is definitely the best off-road bike.
Unfortunately, it didn't work out in the market, but yeah.
Now it does. During the initial days, it went flop. But
Now it does.
after as in all the riders, they've started riding Impulse and all. So the market has caught up again.
Okay.
People don't prefer xpulse. They prefer Impulse rather than xpulse.
Okay.
So now things are going to be different because xpulse is coming up with a new 4-valve system and all that.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Yes.
With the rally suspension kit and everything.
Yes.
So I have an Impulse and I had then I use it for rallies. I keep going for the cross country rallies.
Okay.
I've done Raid the Himalaya. I've done Rally of Chamba. I've done Rally.
So you've done the rallies on the Impulse and not on the KTM?
No. This is recently I bought a rally which is coming up. It's in April.
Okay.
So it's Desert Storm.
Okay. Yeah.
So I've bought
Especially for that. And how have you sourced this vehicle? I mean, is it a second hand? Is it brand new?
It's a second-hand bike. A friend of mine who stays right over here, he owns a bungalow here, and he had this bike. This is the dream bike. This is the best rally bike you can ever get in the world.
Okay.
You see in Dakar and all, people ride the KTMs.
But they ride the 650s, right? The
450, even 450.
Okay.
So there are various categories in that. Like how in Indian motorsports event, we've got different categories up to 150cc, then Group A, Group B, Group C, and all that. So this goes in Group A category.
Group A category is 450 plus.
450, yeah. There are two sections in that bifurcation. Group A, one is 250 up to 250cc, and one is up to 450cc.
Okay.
So this falls in 450cc.
Okay. Perfect. So could you explain us the features about this bike?
It's got everything. Proper rally bike. You don't need to. As in when I had an Impulse, I had to do lots and lots of mods with regard to the suspension, with regard to the front and rear wheels.
Okay.
The stock ones come with 1917 setup,
Hmm.
and for rally, 2118 is the best setup. The front has to be 21-inch and rear 18-inch. So I had to do lots and lots of modification. I changed the engine. Impulse engine is underpowered, like you said. It didn't work well during the early days. But I switched over to Charisma engine. Then Charisma engine. After that, I switched over to RTR.
Why did you switch on to the RTR?
RTR engine is much more lighter and much more faster. If you compare all the Indian bikes with regard regard to autocross or dirt track or motocross, RTR has the fastest the initial of that bike. No other bikes can beat the RTR initial.
Okay.
Because of the gear ratio and everything. And it's much more lighter. So my Impulse which I have right now with RTR is that is RT 90 kg. This one is 105 kg.
Oh, okay.
I'll share the picture of that bike. You'll love it. It's proper dirt bike. You'll get the same feeling.
Do you still have the bike?
I still
own it?
I still have it.
Perfect. We'll take a video of that later as well. So with reference to the braking, I'm assuming it's dual channel ABS switchable, right?
Yes,
you can switch off the ABS.
It's must,
obviously.
yeah.
Okay. And with reference to the spare parts, with reference to the reliability of the engine?
Engine reliability, you don't have to worry about it. It's a rally bike. There's one thing. After every 6 hours, I need to change the engine oil and all.
After every 6 hours?
Every 6 hours.
Okay.
And
if you ride it at the rally?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and with regards to the parts, parts are available, but you have to wait for a month or so because you source it from US, sometimes from Dubai. So, it's like that.
And how expensive are these parts? Expensive. Okay, so I mean, if you ride with us for 6 hours, you have to change the oil.
I have to change the oil, I have to change the clutch plates, everything.
You have to change the clutch plate as well?
Yeah, oil filter, clutch plates, everything.
Just to give us an example, what's the cost of a clutch plate?
Yeah, it's around 8,500, 9,000.
Okay. It's expensive to ride this bike.
And the engine oil, I recently, just 2 days ago, a friend of mine, he's into servicing of super bikes. Ganesh, whole shot motorsports.
Yeah.
So he came home, it's door-to-door service he provides. He came home, he serviced the bike completely. The suspension, engine oil, I've put liquid moly in that.
Okay.
And full synthetic.
And what's the cost of one full service? Including the engine oil labor?
It goes around 9,000.
Okay.
So his charges are 6,000 and 3,000 for the oil and all the lubricants. Service this caliper, it's got a hydraulic clutch, so even that I need to service it regularly.
Okay.
Then coolant.
Okay, and does it have a slipper clutch or just normal clutch?
No, it's a normal clutch.
Okay.
For rallies, we don't use the slipper clutch. Even I had a 390 which I had used it for raid the Himalaya. I'd removed the slipper clutch.
Okay. Isn't it just more convenient to clutch up or down?
No, so when you are riding on off road, so most of the we hardly use the brakes. It's proper gear controlling.
Yeah.
So at that time the slipper clutch doesn't work.
Okay.
It's of no use.
Okay.
Because you need to break slow down the vehicle. And
with the
gear. You do it with the gear.
Okay. What's the ground clearance of this vehicle?
Never measured it, but it's pretty much. It's a rally bike, so
I mean,
it's the best.
200, 220
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And what does this small display?
That's the digital meter. So it displays the any issues with regards to the bike. You get a check light, or it gives the speedometer. It gives the hours counting.
So just the bike absolute basic.
Yes.
And hours, how many hours the bike has done. So that's important. Fuel capacity?
It's around 16 liters.
16?
Yeah, 16 liters.
Okay, that's good. I know the
exhaust is FMF.
Okay.
Aftermarket exhaust. The best in the market.
And I know this is not relevant, but what's the top speed? Have you ever tested it?
I've tried over here. It easily goes 140.
Okay.
Easily.
In which gear?
But on road you can't ride because of the knobbies, because it wobbles a lot. So I've never gone that fast on it.
140 is good enough.
Yeah.
On dirt.
Third gear, fourth gear, it touches.
Okay.
It's a mad bike. The initial power of this bike, you take a ride on it.
Initial turn.
Yeah, it's killer. It just pops up. Even on the third gear, fourth gear, it pops up.
I've seen that. Cool. Why don't we do one thing? I mean, since you know the bike inside out, if we can just take a video of you, say, a flyby and acceleration, that'd be amazing.
Sure.
Anything else that you'd like to mention regarding this bike? I mean, if people want to purchase this bike,
you don't get it easy. There are hardly 5 bikes in India. So all the rally folks, they've got all national champions and all. They have this bike.
Okay.
I'm not a national champion, but yeah, it's my dream bike, so I just bought it.
Okay.
And like I said, that's specially for the rallies. So
It's
I'll be
exclusively for the rally.
for the rallies. Yeah.
Get that. Perfect. So why don't you just show us one round? It was amazing. It was nothing like I've felt before. And again, if I have 1 hour on this bike, I can pretty much be half as good as he is. But uh, again, thank you for coming on
so
my
much.
channel. Thank you for
Definitely subscribe to it and
yeah.
send me the link.
I will. And just in case if you all don't know, he's the organizer for the rally run. For what other what do you call events you do specifically related to automobiles?
We organize drag races. So the event is called Valley Run, which we do it at Andy Valley.
Yeah.
So it's the biggest event in Indian history.
Yeah.
None of the events, be it rallies, be it motocross, autocross, dirt track, majority of them they get around say 200 250 entries maximum. Whereas we here, this last event we got 750 entries.
Yeah.
So riders across India, riders and drivers across India, they come and they participate.
Perfect. So again, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I look forward for getting you to see your RTR spec.
Sure,
Impulse.
I'll definitely share it.
Perfect. In the next ride, maybe you can.
I'll get it probably next Sunday.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.